Hello, my friends. How are you? Good. I've got some good news and some bad news. Which would you like first? See, now that's the British in you, and I knew that would be your answer. The bad news is I'm American. Here's the good news now. I'm American. It's gonna be like watching an episode of Friends, but like with a tech spin on it, which will be super exciting. I am so delighted to be here, and I do live in the UK, so don't let the accent fool you. This is what Milton Keynes sounds like. Hard to believe, I know. Now, I love to come and talk to groups, particularly manufacturing. My background is actually in enterprise technology. I spent over 20 years in the enterprise technology space working with some of the biggest, most incredible brands in manufacturing and distribution as a consultant, as a marketer, as a salesperson, working in enterprise technology for platforms such as JD Edwards, Oracle, and PeopleSoft. So I have a real sweet spot in this. And so I was a little nervous about coming to chat with you today, and I really wanted to put my best foot forward, and I really wanted this to be great for you. So I did what every other nerd would do in this situation. I went straight to ChatGPT this morning. And I said, really important question, because we know it's important to understand your audience. Went to ChatGPT and I said, I have a purple suit and a pink suit. Which one should I wear today for this audience? Now, ChatGPT came straight back, helpful as always. It came back with a 500-page dissertation about color psychology, audience perceptions, and lighting conditions, and then recommended a black suit I don't even own. Anybody else feel like that might be an experience that you've had with ChatGPT lately? Absolutely. That's kind of where we are. It's a surprisingly helpful tool, also incredibly overwhelming, and sometimes just weird enough to make you question all of your life choices. Now, I think as manufacturers, as people who are dedicated to revenue growth, this is a critical time. Our opportunity right now is around how do we leverage technology but still maintain the pieces and parts of us that really connect and bring everything together. Now, when we think about this and when we travel and we get to talk to other people, I'm super lucky. I get to speak about AI all over the world, and I'm really fortunate that I get to do that. Now, I will tell you that when I do that, I find that there are really three kind of groups of people when it comes to AI. There are the people who are super excited about AI. They are our AI enthusiasts. Like, those are the people, and you probably know them, and I bet that there are some in the room. These are the people who have a smartphone, that talk to their smart car, that talk to their smart house, that have a smart fridge. And that smart fridge is ordering more kale, because apparently that's what smart fridges think people want. Like, they don't just love tech, they want to take it home and bring it to meet their parents. Anybody, any AI enthusiasts here? A few people, great, taking it home, awesome. Other end of the spectrum, AI reluctance. These are the people that feel overwhelmed by the technology. They are a bit terrified of what it means. They're uncertain of what the implications are. These are the people that when you mention the cloud, they look up. Now, respect where they are, but there's a third group of people that I kind of find the most fun. Now, I think it's best represented by my neighbor, Ruby. Now, Ruby and I were chatting not too long ago over the garden fence, as we like to do in Milton Keynes. And I was saying to her, you know, she was like, oh, Julie, I see you've got your suitcase, and you're constantly getting in and out of the car, and you're going to the train station and the airport. What are you doing? And I lit up, as only an American can. I was like, oh my gosh, Ruby, you're never going to believe it. I travel all over the world. I get to talk about AI. I'm talking to companies, and I'm interviewing leaders about what's working for them. I'm talking to them about how it changes their processes, how it's helping them to sell more, serve better, save time. And I went on and on and on, and I got more excited with every sentence. And she just nodded, because she's that kind of person. Maybe you've got somebody like this in your neighborhood. She's that person that, like, knows you're sick before you do and brings you soup. You know that person? She's the one that says things like, oh, bless her, but means it. Yeah, she's just that person. And so she reaches over and she puts her hand on my arm, and with all the positivity in the world, She's like, gosh, Julie, that just sounds amazing. I didn't know that you were so involved with artificial insemination. And I thought, I didn't know that either. And I could have corrected her, and maybe I should have. The truth is, everybody in my cul-de-sac thinks I now work in animal behavior sciences, and I just think that's really great. But there's that group of people who are still just even trying to come to terms with it. They're not even sure what it means.